AITA for refusing to wear the bikini my mother bought me because it doesn't suit my personal grooming habits. For context, my 19F mother 44F has been trying to get me to dress more sexy for a while now, but it's just not my thing. I have told her this several times, but her response is always the same. I need to start dressing sexy like girls my age. Otherwise I will get bullied at university. This is, of course, a load of bollocks. Not once have I been bullied for my unsexy fashion sense. Why would it start now? She got me a super skimpy swimsuit for Christmas, which pissed me off to no end. But I decided to grin and bear it for the sake of avoiding an argument. I would quietly pack it away and let it gather dust. It's not like I could wear it anyway, as I keep a full bush and the set she got me doesn't give enough coverage. Recently, we were going on a trip to the beach and I picked my own bikini over my mother's. She asked me why I wasn't wearing the bikini she got me for Christmas. I said that I didn't want to. She blew up at me and called me ungrateful. I told her she needs to listen to me more and not buy things on my behalf just because she likes them. She asked me what was wrong with the set she got me. I told her that the bikini bottoms didn't have enough coverage. She told me I need to shave more often, but I stood my ground and told her that I like my pubic hair. She said that I need to change my attitude towards grooming or my boyfriend will break up with me. I desperately wanted to tell her that I'm sexually active. She just assumes that I'm not because I'm an introvert and that my boyfriend loves my body the way it is. But this argument was taking place in the hallway with my brother 21 meters and sister 23F hearing every word, and I was humiliated enough as it was. I was angry and upset and needed to vent, so I stormed off to my room and told them that I wasn't going. My mother's words really hurt and started to play on my mind. So I FaceTimed my boyfriend for some support. He was so sweet and reassuring. I was in tears when I rang, and his lovely words really cheered me up. I received 2 separate messages from my siblings. One from my brother asking if I was okay, and one from my sister calling me a bitch and siding with our mother. She told me that she was only trying to help and that I would be wise to listen to our mother every once in a while rather than constantly going against the grain. She then followed it up with a rather nasty word of advice regarding guys. Nobody likes a hairy vag. I'm so confused right now. My brother and my boyfriend seem to be on my side, but my sister is pretty firmly on my mother's. Am I the asshole here? NTA. I have been with my husband 17 years. Has never had an issue with me having hair down there. I'm also a mother of 2 girls and can't imagine wanting them to dress more sexy. I want them to dress in a way that is true to who they are. Nobody is entitled to see any part of your body that you want to cover. Horrible that Op's mother is sexualizing her. This is repellent. OP needs to shut it down. We are not discussing this. No Jade. Do not justify, argue, defend or explain. Let mom and C's rage. But Op's sex life, body, and clothing choices are off limits, and OP can just walk away from them both. OP's mother has body image issues and has given her daughter body image issues as well. OP seems to be the only woman in her family with a healthy body image and they are trying hard to bring her down with them. I agree that she needs to not discuss it with them for her own mental health. First of all, as a university student, do not worry about being sexy. I see people show up in their pajamas. Second of all, NTA, it is your body. It does not matter what other people think. You should dress and groom your pubic hair the way you want, the way you are comfortable. It does not matter what anyone else thinks. Not your mom, sister, brother or boyfriend. NTA commenting as a woman who is older than your mother. She is less mature than you are. You do you. Your personal grooming down there is absolutely none of her business. Both she and your sister are being creepy and intrusive. For your information, many stores will let gift recipients exchange unworn items for store credit. Very few women actually look all that good in a skimpy bikini. More coverage and a better fit for a particular body type is usually better. And nothing looks worse than someone wearing a suit that they keep tugging at and trying to hide in. Even those who look fantastic in a bikini seldom think they do. Society bombards teenage girls with absurd body image expectations. The point However, is worse than that. OPS mother is acting in a way straight out of the 1950s when middle class families sent daughters to college to get an Mrs. degree. Academics were unimportant, snagging a man was everything. NTA, your mother and your sister are both suffering from some serious internal misogyny and taking it out on you. You can try telling them that any talk about your body or your clothes are now off limits, and if they cannot follow those boundaries, limit the time you spend with them. You do not need to put up with their bullying. Right. This whole post made my blood start to boil. Whatever happened to mind your own business? This shit is what gives women body image issues that other women and men get prey on. Duck that noise. We've seen so much shit in the news lately UK regarding women being attacked by men and a brand of feminism putting down women who don't fit their molds. It's ducking 2021. How do people still think like this? NTA. Why the heck is she so obsessed with your body and your downstairs situation? It is none of her business. She and your sister need to think about their own internalized misogyny, cliches and stereotypes. You should dress however you feel comfortable. You should groom yourself however you please. If anybody has a problem with that, it is their problem, not yours. You do you. NTA. Your mother is being blatantly sexist. She also does not understand basic principles of society, such as you don't have to wear bikinis at all, and you don't have to come across in a sexy manner. You, on the other hand, are being forced into what sounds like an over-the-top bikini by a body-shaming parent. Your boyfriend and brother is the smart person here. Don't let her kid you into thinking you're a vagabond. With a caring BF like that, you've already done well enough. NTA. Your mother and sister have a very definite and toxic view of femininity. When it comes to personal care, you do whatever is right for you, as long as it doesn't cause you harm. Great that your brother and boyfriend are being supportive. This is more proof that your mother and sister's views are not shared by all. Please remember when talking with either of them that your sister also went through this with your mother and either chose not to stand her ground or decided to follow that viewpoint, and that your mother may have suffered some of the mocking abuse she is warning you about when she went to college. Remember as well, this would have been in much different times and does not want you to experience the same. Look, this might be TMI, but in the spirit of solidarity I feel I should share. My personal grooming habits are the same. I lightly trim. Otherwise I leave my hair be. Leg hair, armpit hair, pubic hair. My husband loves it. He encouraged me to do it. Even I used to be so self-conscious about my hair and shave it all and wax, and he constantly told me, you're a grown woman. Why should you not show that? You don't need to remove what grows naturally. If it wasn't meant to be there, it wouldn't grow in the first place. Your mom seems very unhealthy in her behaviors, and I am sorry you have to endure that. Being a woman and being expected to always be sexy is annoying. NTA for sure. Be comfortable in your own skin. And maybe your mom does need a dose of brutal truth. If you just flat out tell her, well, my boyfriend seems to enjoy my body the way it is, or something like that, it may embarrass her enough to leave you alone. But it might also just stoke the fire. I wish you the best of luck with this. If you don't live with her, I would consider low contact. If you do live with her, I'd consider finding another place to live as soon as you can. We are doing this now. Yeah. I almost never shave below the waist. I get mad ingrown hairs. And even the regular stubble hurts. Boyfriend could not give less of a shit. And if he did, that would be between me and him. Not me and my mom. Also, literally nobody at college said a single word to me about my body hair or general clothing choices. Like, sometimes I shaved back then, and sometimes I did not, and sometimes I dressed sexy, and sometimes I did not. And there was not a single time these topics came up without me bringing them up first. Maybe if I did, been in a sorority or something. But in the social circles I kept, it was a complete non-issue. OPS mom is so weird. NTA. Return the bikini and use the money to get a t-shirt made that says my mother is very invested in my pubic hair. Okay, do not do that. But I hope it made you smile. As the mother of an adult young woman, I cannot imagine her wanting her to be more sexy than she is comfortable with. B. Policing her very personal grooming. Or C. Buying her a bathing suit she did not specifically ask for. You do you. Your mom is way weird. And may your sister get an ingrown pube that lasts all summer. My first thought was to just put the thing on and parade those muff wings all over the beach. With bonus points if you can manage to stand with your crotch right at your mom's eye level while she is sitting down. Keep offering to bring her drinks and pick stuff up and whatnot. Heck, I'd probably be making jokes about my pubes in the salad. But it's all worth it cause mom says I look sexy in this thing. NTA. Your body, your choice. You are also 19, which means your mother does not get to dictate what you do or do not do to your body. Be confident with what you have and do not take crap from anyone. If I were you, I would have worn the bikini and let the bush hang out in all its glory. Imagine the look on her face of you confidently showing off. But maybe I'm a little spiteful. NTA. Some men like women with hair. Some men like women without. And none of that actually matters. Their opinions are irrelevant. Do you like hair? Then do not shave it, is that simple. And nobody gets to tell you otherwise. NTA. Your mom seems out of touch with current fashion grooming trends. She is trying to impose her Generation S fashions on you. But her fashion sense is behind the times. Lots of people rocking the full bush these days wear it proudly. There is a very simple way to handle this type of situation in the future. No drama, just say, I tried it on, but it did not fit. Can I have the gift receipt? Then exchange it for something you like and will actually wear. If your mom says, wait a minute, that is a different style than the one I gave you, say something like, when I went to exchange it, I saw this one was on sale. Does not it look amazing on me? She will be proud of you for being a frugal bargain shopper and everyone will be happy. NTA. I am sorry the other women in your family are such as. They've got a lot of internalized misogyny and hate that you're confident enough to live your best life. That's really worrying. Especially coming from your mother. Hope you keep the strong person you are so far. It's probably true that the kind of men your sister dates don't like a bush, which is their and her choice, but not your problem. Their preferences are for them to worry about. You do your thing. AITA. I am twice your age and have always been the person in the relationship who cared more about too much hair. Not a single man in my life has ever asked me to shave. Even though I'm very open about not liking beard, so it has not like voicing preferences hasn't been common in my relationships. It has just something a lot of men don't care about. NTA. As a mother, I'd like you to hear what I told my 13-year-old about the hair down there. Darling, now you're getting hair there, you should know that some people like to remove it, some shave, some have it waxed off, some people don't do anything with it or trim with scissors. There are pros and cons to each option. I just wanted you to know that what I do isn't what everyone does, and it's up to you what you do, if anything. I also want you to know that if I could go back in time, I would only have ever trimmed, because I get problems with ingrowing hairs that probably wouldn't have happened if I'd left it natural. At the end of the day, what you do should be your decision and not what anyone else says. So now she knows. Your mum is a DKHD. As a guy, it's more attractive to me to be who you are. If you are comfortable, you have more confidence with yourself, and that makes you attractive. It's also a bonus for guys to even see your nether regions. Although on the other hand, after my wife tried out shaving down there, and she seemed to like the sexy time afterwards, but claimed it was so much work, which I can respect. It's her body, and she can have her hair the way she wants. And she says I can have my hair the way I want. I just ask she not be stubbly down there, so it's not like I'm having sex with sandpaper. NTA. Typically when you think of the my body my choice, you think it's women who understand it more than men. In this case, it's the men, your brother and BF, who get it better than the women your mom sees. So props to the boys about being ahead of the curve. Next time your mom brings it up, just tell you you're comfortable with your body, which means she has no say. If it was me, I'd also throw in a comment like, well, good think BF has a pubes kink, but I'm petty. NTA. Does she want grandkids or something? At 19, you are worried about passing classes, establishing connections, Not developing an eating disorder because it is finals and you would eat a bunch of notes instead of food. Not dressing sexy and partying because your mother did not get her heyday as a college student. What you should do is ask her if she is willing to wear the bikini. If she says no, ask her why it is so important for you to have your cooch out to the world and not her. A parent sexualizing their child, regardless of age, is ducking gross. Policing your bodily autonomy on top of it. Now boarding the nope of the clock train to Knoxville. Making stops at WTF Plaza. Duck that noise station. And seriously, loop north. NTA at all. Your mom needs to back the entire heck off. And your sister needs to mind her damn business. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos.